So, markets were in a mood yesterday. Not bad, not great, just undecided. Hey everyone, it's Friday morning, December 5th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. Alright, let's get started. Yesterday, U.S. equities closed mixed as investors took in fresh labor data and continued to lean heavily on the expectation that the Federal Reserve will cut rates in December. The Dow slipped just a touch, while the Standard & Poor's 500 moved up by about 0.1%, and the Nasdaq also managed a small gain of about 0.2%. Nothing wild, but the direction was positive overall. Tech did the heavy lifting. Meta jumped more than 3% after reports that the company plans major cuts to its metaverse division. Nvidia followed the momentum, rising over 2% and keeping sentiment in the AI space upbeat. Now, the bigger story: rate cuts. Markets are increasingly convinced that the Fed will ease next week. Traders have priced in nearly 89% probability of a cut after private employment data came in softer than expected. And there is also this longer-term chatter that Kevin Hassett could replace Jerome Powell, which would likely bring an even more dovish shift under President Trump. Still, the bond market does not seem fully convinced and has reportedly raised concerns with the U.S. Treasury. Labor data added more mixed signals. Jobless claims fell to their lowest level in 3 years, but at the same time, corporate layoffs last month marked the worst November in 3 years. On inflation, everyone is now watching today's September PCE reading, the Fed's preferred inflation gauge. Earnings also had a moment. Salesforce popped after raising its outlook and beating expectations, while Snowflake saw a steep drop after its revenue guidance disappointed. So, yeah, not a dramatic day, but definitely one that set the tone for the Fed week ahead. Alright, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.